What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? Heroin. You just said life-changing. It doesn't need to be a good thing. A dash cam for your car can protect you from wrongful claims, also vandalisms and theft. May sound simple, but a good pillow. It is amazing the change in body aches and sleep you see when you have a good pillow that fits you. A good shop vacation. You will not believe how many uses around the house you'll find for it. Cobweb removal, water removal, gravel removal, vent cleaning, soot trap cleaning, after a good scrub, since it's likely dirty from other tasks, car vacuuming, dust sucking, the list goes on. Seriously, if you plan to buy or already own a home, go get a shop vacation. A 10-foot charging cable, or a quality pair of shoes. Motion sensor night lights. Can't tell you how many stub toes or falls they have prevented. Also a cheap intruder alarm. If you have a large lawn or a property that requires a lot of yard work, get some 3-meter work tunes. About $50 and they're combination hearing protection and Bluetooth headphones, so you can actually hear your music without destroying your eardrums. They're a good gift too for anyone you know with a lawn or wood shop or something. At my old house it was a 4 to 5 hour ordeal to mow and trim the property. I'd likely have went fully insane without those. Houseplants, if you are inside a lot. In my opinion, definitely a weighted blanket. If you have a hard time sleeping at night or have anxiety, they have some at Target for $25 currently. Condoms. A good chef's knife and a cast iron skillet. When you have tools that are satisfying to use, cooking becomes less chore and more hobby. You'll end up eating healthier, cheaper than takeout at restaurant, and ditching the dull Walmart knife and scratched up non-stick aluminum skillet are the best place to start. A good shower head. I cannot stress enough how a high quality shower head can turn getting clean into a tilly zen. 30-minute self-healing and relaxation session. A hammock. Bought my Eno a year ago, and I have no idea what I did without it. You can literally post up anywhere and everywhere, and it will encourage you to go outside a lot more. Your first mechanical keyboard, but the second one will be over $100 USD. A glass breaker on a keychain. Push it against the glass of your car window and it shatters immediately, helping you get out of a car underwater, broken door, etc. Super cheap and life-saving. A basic skincare routine. I'm talking like cleanse, moisturize, sunscreen, and if you're really adventurous or in need, get yourself a topical for acne or concerns. Amazing for your self-esteem and also becomes a form of self-care eventually. It's so easy to forget to take care of yourself. A slow cooker, a Kindle or library card, a juicer / blender, a donation to adopt a pet from an animal shelter, a printer. A good set of cookware, whether it's pots and pans or a good chef's knife. Every investment I make in my kitchen increases my quality of life. Houseplants. They will make you happy looking after them. I recently bought a Venus flytrap. She caught her first fly today. So proud. A pair of wireless earbuds. I can't stand the in-house music in stores and these earbuds keep me sane while shopping. A Brita filter water pitcher and reusable bottles. I cut out most drinks aside from water back in October and we were going through 2+ cases a week. It was expensive, heavy, took up way too much space, and was such a waste of plastic. I ended up buying a Brita pitcher from Walmart for about $18. We fill it up 2 or 3 times a day and everyone has their own water bottle now. When quarantine started and no one could find bottled water, but we were good. There were so many positives to buying the Brita pitcher that I wish I had bought it years ago. Vertical mouse. $20. Saved my wrist using it at work all day. It looks odd, but it feels so much more natural. I even got a bunch of people at my office to buy one after they tried mine. New pair of socks. If you've been wearing the same pairs forever like I typically usually do, there's nothing like putting on a new pair of freshly bought socks. You can totally feel the difference. I never realized till was an adult sadly, but I appreciate the feeling of new socks all the time. As a Canadian, it is really upsetting to hear about all the things that can supposedly be had for $100 in other places. I bought 8 meal preps for $96 for someone. It helped them through a hard time and provided hope. They just got their own place now and can comfortably afford all their meals on their own. 2 pet ducks. You may be tempted to go for one, but trust me, you need to, and you'll have about $76 left over. A decent light wake up alarm clock completely changed my mornings. Don't think I could ever go back to using my phone or a simple alarm clock. A nasal irrigation kit, either the electronic pump or simply the squeeze bottles. I started using them both leading up to surgery on my sinuses, and I haven't stopped using them since. It takes some getting used to, but the relief and clean feeling is amazing. If you have trouble getting up or functioning in the morning and like a nice cup of coffee or tea, an electric kettle with a timer can be a real game changer. Or just getting an electric kettle if you don't have one. A curved shower rod. Seriously. $10 for a tension rod or $28 for a curved one that takes a bit more effort to install, but your showers are suddenly 33% larger and feels like you're in a hotel every day. Fitted sheet straps. They keep cheap sheets from popping up at the corners. So now I can use soft sheets that don't cost a fortune and my sleep is undisturbed by them popping loose, greatly improving my quality of life. Rice cooker. That fucker kept me fed during depression when I barely had the energy to get out of bed. Takes less than nothing to get some rice in there and flip the switch. Want something sweet? Throw coconut and sugar in there. Want flavor but can't be fucked to make anything? Get some Spanish rice or saffron coin. You can throw tofu in there with it if you need. Yeah, it's not the best for you, but hot food is better than no food. A folding wagon. Getting groceries in the house, camping gear, etc. We always have it in the car and you can do 5 trips worth by hand effortless. Instant pot. Seriously, I love my Instant Pot more than I loved my first slow cooker. It changed summer cooking for me forever. A desk for laptop. Seriously, using it on bed or somewhere else isn't as great as it's on a desk. Also a comfortable chair. A collar that you can put ice cubes in to help keep you cool. I do a decent amount of outside and digging jobs and this thing probably saved me from heat stroke. And only $20. A real lava lamp. Not that glitter lamp bullshit. It's honestly such a stress reliever to have those balls of wax bouncing around as you try to fall asleep. Turn that thing on and my brain just knows it's zen time. A rice cooker. My mom always said that having one-use appliances is a waste of money and space, and as an adult now I generally agree. No quesadilla makers, donut/cake pop machines, etc. I spent almost 10 years of my adult life boiling rice on the stove and oftentimes messing it up. It should be simple, but for me it just isn't. I bought a rice cooker on sale and oh man, life changed. It's even got a steamer basket, so it's not even technically a one-use appliance. Perfect rice every time, and you can set it and forget it until it's time to eat. Frees up a stove burner, and meals where I cook rice now feel a lot easier. I'm willing to die on this hill. It was completely free for me to pick up an Naloxone kit from my local pharmacy. When I called about picking one up, they scheduled a free training one-on-one with me so that I knew how to administer it in the event of an overdose. Being in university and having parties around our place made it seem necessary to have one, just in case. Never had to use it. For boob havers out there, a really good bra that looks great alone and under almost everything, fits really well, and you're not dying to take it off at the end of the day. They do exist, even for the busty, like myself. It requires an outlay of cash, but you don't need to pay more than $100 for it. 100 feet Ethernet cable. Technology has not yet improved to the point where wireless communication is reliable or fast enough to compare to wired. For large downloads and gaming, anyway, Wi-Fi is fine for anything you could do on a phone. Paprika recipe app and the corresponding software for your PC. The thing is a miracle. Not only can you download recipes from websites, it pulls the recipe and instructions out and leaves all the chaff. My grandmother always told me when she made this apple pie that it reminded her of the time that, but you can add ingredients to your grocery list right from the recipe, create meal plans and menus, and share access with another person. They have to buy the app too and use shared login. It's changed the way I meal plan, shop, and cook. A used greenhouse. Growing plants in a greenhouse is one of the most rewarding things ever. You can raise so many amazing plants in there, and working in the garden is great for mental health. Probably saved my life. Caring for plants and making them thrive gives me purpose. Great stuff. If you liked this video, smash the like button and subscribe for daily dose of Reddit. Have fun and get reddited.